What's good, y'all? Akil here, back with another video, and today I'm going to show you guys what I picked up from the thrift stores over these past couple of days. Now, as you guys know, I don't do a ton of trips to the thrift videos anymore because the thrifts in my area super expensive and the clothing just isn't as good anymore. That's why I had to pivot into selling more shoes, specifically new shoes, because that's what's selling best for me. But anytime I do go to thrift stores, I'm still spending some time in the used shoe section because I know a ton of used shoes still have some really good value. But I'm also starting to pick up a lot of electronics now, because I know that's definitely a category I kind of used to neglect, but I'm realizing that there's a ton of profit in used electronics, especially some of the older stuff. So I'll show you guys some of the items that I've been picking up and how much it sells for on eBay, and eventually, of course, as you guys know, I'll show you how much these stuff have sold for me. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, y'all, so first up is this Aris modem, and I used to sell these kind of often when I was in Santa Barbara, but I almost forgot about picking these up, and they used to be a little more pricey, but the thrift store in my area now, they're only selling these for $3.99. So anytime I can find one complete with the actual adapter, I always pick these up because these usually sell for just about 25 bucks. So it's not always going to be a ton of profit, but I always tell you guys small profits add up, and at this point, if I can, you know, spend $4 and still get 30 bucks for it or close to it, that's always a good flip for me. So, and something like this always ships out first class because since it's super light. So I like shipping out these type of stuff, and I've only had one situation where I shipped one out and the buyer said it didn't work, but usually anytime I plug these up and all the lights come on, they usually do test out and they work well. So keep that in mind. Sometimes some of them might be broken, that's why they're actually in the thrift store, but I want to say maybe 85% of the time these actually work just fine. So drop a comment if you guys are selling any of these older modems. And the funny thing is I started reselling these again because I had one in the personal collection, but I upgraded my software and my internet connection. So these type of stuff are kind of outdated, and most people now are using modem and router combos, but these are still very popular. A lot of people are still using these, so that's why I'm trying to sell them as often as possible. Next up, we got a ton of phones here in separate packages. I try to get the phones that have multiple handsets with them because usually those will sell for some more money, but I picked up this one. This one is a Panasonic. I'll show you guys the model number on this, so just in case you guys want to check that out for yourself. But I picked this up for only $5, and I didn't even run the comps on this because usually anytime I can find these, at the very least these will sell for maybe 30-35 bucks at the very least. So I didn't even want to waste my time checking that out. I'll keep you guys updated and let you know how much it actually sells for, but I figured for only $5 it was definitely going to be worth it, especially since the last time I picked one of these up they sold for about 30 bucks, and it took about 3 days. So that's why I felt so confident about picking this one up. Next up, like I said before, I tried to pick up the ones that have multiple handsets because they're usually, if I was to sell the handset by itself, sometimes you can get maybe 8 to 10 bucks, sometimes a little more depending on the model. You could just sell the handset separately, but for me, I'll probably sell all of these in a bundle, and this should sell for maybe 40 to 50 bucks on eBay. I'll try to throw up some comps so you guys can check that out, but this one was only $5.99, so this was a really good deal as well, so I figured I might as well take a chance on that. Now, this is a first for me. I definitely never seen anything like this before, but this is one of those scanners that I guess scans everything to your computer, whether it's a business card, receipt, documents, all these type of things. Is really good for business owners, so I might keep this for myself just in case it really does work out and it makes sense for me to keep it. But I've seen these sell for as high as $70 and $80 on eBay, and as you guys can see, I picked this up for $8. So this was a really good deal, and I plugged it up, made sure that it powered on. So I didn't test it yet, but it did power on and it did light up. So the good thing is, anytime you're buying electronics from the thrift, you can usually return them in case they're not working. But like I said, these type of stuff are selling for some huge profit on eBay, so I definitely might be selling this one, and this will also get shipped out via pirate ship. When I did that video on pirate ship, I was only talking about shoes, but you can definitely ship out electronics and other heavier items on that platform as well. Next up, I grabbed up this Nintendo Wii, and it's actually complete. It just does not have a controller, so I guess it's not complete, but these Wiis are still selling for some good profit right now, especially since a lot of us are still in quarantine and just at home spending more time. So these used to sell for me for like 40 to 50 bucks, Now these are selling, I've seen some sell for as much as $80 to $90, and those all had controllers. So for me, I'll probably price mine maybe 60 to 70 bucks since I don't have an actual controller, or I might just wait a little while to list this until I pick up a controller from the thrift store, because I usually do find some of those fairly often. With the controller, I should be able to get no less than 70 bucks for this Nintendo Wii. So if you guys haven't already, definitely be on the lookout for some of these older consoles, because they're definitely selling for some good profit. Next up, keeping things going with the gaming stuff, this is an Atari, and this is definitely before my time. I remember when Game Gear and of course Nintendo was brand new, but Atari was definitely before my time. So I didn't even check the comps on this one, but this one should be worth some decent profit. I know there's a lot of people that kind of collect some of these older games, so I'm gonna do the research and see how much this is selling for. But if you guys are interested, I'll just show this to you guys really quickly. It's the Atari Lynx, and I'm not sure how much this is selling for. I don't even remember where I got this from. This is actually sitting in my death pile, but I figured since we're talking about electronics right now, I'll share something different. Next up, we got the Skip Doctor, and this is actually really popular on eBay. These have been selling for some good profit as well, and unfortunately this one isn't brand new. I opened it up and it's been used before, but it should still sell for maybe about 40 to 50 bucks even though it's been used. Now these type of stuff, people use this to repair CDs and DVDs and like PlayStation games and stuff like that, so there's definitely still a really big market for these type of things. And this is my first time trying to sell anything like this, but of course I'll keep you guys updated and let you guys know how much it sells for. But something like this, I should definitely get at least 40 to 50 bucks for it. Next up, we got something crazy. This is the Dyson Hot and Cool, and basically what this does is that it blows hot air as well as blowing cold air. So these type of stuff, as you know, are super expensive. Dyson is one of those brands that always sell for some good money. I usually see a ton of like Dyson vacuum cleaners in there, and they usually don't work. That's why people donate it, but this one actually worked perfectly fine. And I'm surprised somebody would donate a fan during this time in Arizona when Arizona is super hot. But I picked this up for 40 bucks, and of course if I was willing to spend 40 bucks on something, you knew it had to sell for some decent money. And the comps on these were amazing. I seen some sell for as high as 200 bucks, so that's what I'm probably going to be selling mine for. And the only downside to this, I'm not necessarily a downside, I'm definitely going to need to get some packing material to make sure I can ship this out safely, because I'll be shipping this out via pirate ship whenever it does sell. But I'm definitely going to need some bubble wrap and some airbags just to make sure this gets shipped out securely. So definitely be on the lookout for anything Dyson. Like I said, I know I see a lot of vacuums around, but this was my first time finding something like this, so I had to take the chance on it at $40. And here's another Panasonic handset, and these are, I believe it's like 4 or 5 different phones in this set, so this is going to sell for some decent profit as well. And this one was also only $4.99, so a really good investment on this one. This should probably sell somewhere just like the other one, maybe 40 to 50 bucks. And this one I'll probably ship this out via pirate ship to save some money on shipping, because I know I won't be able to put these in a padded flat rate envelope. However, this one might be able to go in a padded flat rate since it's a little smaller, but these other two I might have to ship these out via pirate ship just to save some money on shipping. And next up, we got another bundle set. This looks like somebody threw in a random one in here as well. So like I told you guys earlier, sometimes with these random handsets, you can just sell them individually for about 10 bucks, and it has the base for it as well, so that should sell pretty well. But the actual complete set, that should also sell just about 40 to 50 bucks, and I think this one has maybe 4 or 5 handsets connected to it as well. So this one will also ship out via pirate ship, especially since this bundle is going to be too big to fit in a padded flat rate envelope. And last but not least, I just wanted to show you guys this tank. This is actually going to stay in the personal collection. I actually need some more of these, so if you guys have any of these in your, I guess in your Poshmark closet, drop a comment, let me know. I'll probably pick it up from you, because I've been wearing a ton of these tanks to the gym and just wearing it around the house, because as I said earlier, Arizona is super hot, so this is the only type of stuff I'm really wearing right now. So if you guys got a bunch of these and you're just trying to bless your boy with a good deal, drop a comment, let me know. I'll check out your store. But if I was to sell something like this, maybe 20 bucks, maybe 15, I know they don't sell for a ton of money, but for me, I was glad to pick this up from the thrift for only $5. Alright y'all, that's all I got for today's video. So if you guys enjoyed that one, and if you learned something new, definitely hit that like button and drop a comment and let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
For the winner, cause you felt like you was losing, only for the winner. Mood just to keep from cooling, like only for the winner, only for the winner, only for the winner. Boy, my heart is cold, and I'm too cool to sweat it. I should've never offered it. I'm tight and now I'm off this shit. You should wanna be a real